Am I live? Looks like I am. If you're catching this after the upload, this has got to be the softest yarn I have ever knit with. It is a blend of cashmere and baby alpaca and cashmere, baby alpaca, and mulberry silk. Yes, so yes, it's a blend of cashmere. So it is a blend of. It is a blend of cashmere, mulberry silk, and baby alpaca. Oh, so it is absolutely luscious. And I thought I'd just come on here and knit and see if anybody joins. But if not, you're welcome to just watch me knit for some unintentional ASMR. Because I've always loved watching people knit their projects. That's how I kind of got into knitting and crocheting. I would watch people knit and crochet. Whenever I saw someone knit or crochet, because it would just be fascinating to try to figure out how people would be knitting or crocheting. And I can remember sitting by someone watching them crochet at a... Hi, someone's joined us. A bunch of people are joining us. Hi, welcome. I'm Allie and I'm knitting a sweater for my mom out of the most gorgeous, luscious yarn I have ever knit with. So feel free to drop a comment in the chat at freestyle. Now, I'm not doing freestyle knitting, and I do have a pattern. And this is the pattern I am using. I know how to freehand knit, but I'm not doing that today. I'm using a pattern. Oh no, like the song. So, yeah. I'm knitting with the baby alpaca. This is going to be a sweater by Andrea Mowry. And I'm knitting it for my mom. I am starting with the neck of the sweater Or you're wanting me to sing. Trust me, you don't want to hear me sing. So yeah, I am knitting this using a magic loop. Technique. And I'm really enjoying. Please what? You're saying please? I'm not sure what you're saying, what you are saying please about. Oh, you subscribed? Thank you. Oh. Malin? Mylin, is that how you say your name? Did I pronounce it right? Oh, I'm glad I pronounced it right. I have a 15-letter last name, and it usually takes a degree in history to pronounce it right on the first try. So I try to pronounce other people's names correctly, and first time when I would teach at a high school, I would have to go through the roster and name and read off the names, and oftentimes I would have to try phonetics to get the name right. But I always warned kids that because I have a 15-letter last name, I would make an effort to get their names correctly. Bye, Swake. And phonetics normally worked when I would try to figure out people's names in high school. well, until I had a student whose name was spelled Semin. That didn't work so well. Hello. Oh, how are you? Oh, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I find knitting very relaxing. And since I was going to be working on this sweater anyway, thought I'd just do it live and see if anybody joined. Because I love knitting and watching people knit, and so I thought it would be nice to film myself knitting. I find knitting relaxing too. I do it with my grandma. That's nice. Nice, it's good to create memories like that. I'm all for that. What have you made? What have you got? Tell me in the chat what you guys have made while knitting. Or what you guys have knit. And if you've done any knitting yourselves. I've made a kitten before with my grandma. That's really cool. Well, I've only made a couple of 3D things while knitting. And most of my 3D stuff has been while crocheting. But that's, it was very hard to make. I believe you. I totally believe you. What color was it? Hello. Hello, Leanne. Did I pronounce your name right? Or Leanne? Like I said earlier, I try phonetics if I don't recognize a name. This has got to be the softest yarn I have ever felt. It's a blend of baby alpaca, cashmere, and mulberry silk, and it is absolutely luscious. And I can't wait to Valeria. That's a nice name. I can't wait to give this sweater to my mom. She loves cashmere. So to have something that's a blend of cashmere, mulberry silk, and alpaca will be great for her. Yeah, this is, and I love the colors of this yarn too. You know, they're so fun. And my mom chose this yarn in part because she said she wanted to get some brighter colors into her wardrobe. So I think she will be successful having this as a sweater. And right now I'm just knitting the neck of the sweater. Okay. I don't know if you can tell, but it is like ridiculously soft. There's little fur type stuff coming out the side, and it's just so freakishly soft. My mom made me a hoodie like that before. That's cool. I would love it if people made stuff for me, because I know how hard it is to make things for someone else and how much time it takes. And I know it would be a labor of love. Like, I told my husband he should make me a scarf or something, and he's like, I don't know how, and it won't come out looking good. And when I told him I wouldn't care, because I know it would. It will be made with love, and that's what I care about. Let's see, how long is this getting to be? Because I'm supposed to knit this until it gets to be 7.25 inches, and then I'm supposed to change to the next section. So, I have to pay close attention to know where I am and how long it's getting. When I started the live, it was 5 inches, and I've knit probably 8 to 10 rows since I started the live. So I'll have to measure it at the end of this row. I've got 2 more stitches left on this row. Okay. Now I gotta measure it using this. Alright. Looks like I need to do... Looks like I need to do at least 4 more rows. Maybe 4 more rows will do it. So, that's nice. Thank you. So do you still have the cat that you made with your grandma? So I can only tell how many people are in the chat. I can't tell if there's been a change in who is here now versus who was here before. So if there are any new people in the chat, please feel free to sound off in the chat. So I know who's here, and so you do have, so you still have the cat. That's cool. I really like how these stripes are coming out, and I'm intrigued to see how they will end up looking in the bigger sections of the sweater. That will be really, really interesting. And I put unintentional ASMR in the title of the live stream because knitting can or watching someone do something that's relaxing can cause unintentional ASMR for some people. Oh, but also the sound from knitting can cause unintentional ASMR as well. And that's so my channel does have ASMR in the videos, but it's mostly unintentional ASMR. I am so excited. I'm so excited that I'm getting close to being able to transition to the next section. But of course I will wait and I will measure, then then transition. That is very important. Measuring is very important. Yeah, you don't want to start without a new section without measuring. And particularly if it will have an impact on the sweater. So if you aren't already subscribed, feel free to subscribe and like this video. One of my goals for the end of 2024 is to get up to 900 subscribers on my channel. So if you like this and you want to see more knitting videos or spinning videos, hello, someone new came in. Hello. Oh, welcome. So close, so close, so close to the end of the neck of the sweater. And it's so much more fun to knit while I'm talking to someone, or while I feel like I'm talking to someone. And so I'll sound off in the chat if you're watching. And especially if there's anyone new here. I have to go now. Bye. Have a nice night and good night. Thanks, you too. I'm going to see if there's a way to zoom in. Yes, there is. Wish I would have started this. I wish I would have zoomed in earlier. because it's most important to see the knitting and on a knitting vlog. So feel free to say hi in the chat. Because I can see that someone's watching, but I know the person who was chatting and said they had already left. Hey there. I'm almost done with the neck. Almost done with the neck of the sweater. And it's going to be folded under, so it's going to be a fold down sweater. Or the neck will be folded down. And so that'll be very pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I love this yarn. So soft, so colorful. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Hi. Hey, new people. Welcome. Welcome. If you're just joining us, feel free to comment in the chat. Because I love talking to people. I'm going to measure this again, and once I get to the end of this row so that I can see how close I am to being ready to make the switch to my other larger needles so I can switch to, because once I switch to the larger needles, I'll be working more on, I'll be starting on increasing the number of stitches and increasing moving down towards the body of the sweater, which will be really freaking cool. So then it won't just be self-striping and yarn. They'll be making little stripes. Alright. Well, I guess it is technically little stripes now, but let's see here. Alright. Yeah, looks like I still need at least 2 or 3 more rows. Or it looks like I still need 2 or 3 more rows. Because this is supposed to be 7 inches and it goes to 5 inches right now. So I've got to continue knitting on the neck. But it's harder to measure on this thing than it is if I use just a regular tape measure. But I can guesstimate. But it's supposed to be up to 7 and 7.25 inches. So, hello. Oh, I can tell other people are watching, so feel free to leave a comment. And I am currently knitting a sweater with the most luscious baby alpaca yarn I have ever knit with. And I'm using the magic loop. Love to crochet. Hello, I'm crocheting a cat beanie. That's so cool. I would love to see how that turns out. And I also love your SN, your screen name. I love, because I love to crochet as well. What colors are you using for your cat beanie? So just to reiterate, my name's Allie. I'm knitting a sweater for my mom. This is an alpaca and cashmere and silk blend yarn. Let's see, it's Blossom from Loops and Threads. Threads yarn. Cool. Loops and threads yarn. I feel like I've heard of that brand. Or I've heard of them. It definitely sounds familiar. Maybe it's something I saw on Instagram. So what are your favorite things to knit or crochet? And you tell me in the comments. Hello. Drop a comment and tell me your favorite thing to knit or crochet. This is self-striping alpaca and mulberry silk and cashmere yarn, and it's got to be the softest yarn I've ever knit or crocheted with. This is going to be a sweater for my mom. Let's do crochet. I know what that is, I just never know how to pronounce it. It's my favorite, but right now it's wearables. Yeah. I haven't done too much of what you like to do, but I definitely wouldn't mind doing more of that. My friends just had a baby, and I could probably do make some little toys for their kids. And I should probably get a book with on how to make those. And then it would be, and then make a bunch for their kids. I bet it would be fun. And their oldest thinks I'm hilarious too. When I went over to meet the newborn, I spent a little time with their oldest, and and he pretended to throw an alien toy at me, so I pretended I was being attacked by the alien, and and he doubled over giggling the first time, so I did it 3 more times and only stopped because I was getting a sore throat. I love making kids laugh and smile. Another name for it is plushies. I've definitely heard of plushies. And plushies, the name plushies is way easier to remember. I'll have to do a live where I'm just making plushies. Because it's fun with making just little projects. So if you're enjoying this video, please like it and hit subscribe. If you want to see any more videos, because I can tell that a few people are watching right now. So what type of plushies or what's your favorite type of plushies to make? Like animals, or dolls, or foods, or what do you like to, what type of plushies do you like to make? Animals. That's cool. Well, I bet those are fun. And I bet they seem like they would be kind of hard to make though. But maybe I'm wrong about that. I certainly don't pretend to know everything. And I do know a lot about knitting and crocheting, but there's so much to know that I can't be an expert in all of it. And I love learning from other people. Hey, Zoe. Sound off in the chat if you want to see my dog. Hey, Zoe, come on. Oh. This is Zoe. I'm Zoe. She's my tripod. And she loves making new friends. Let's see. I'm gonna check the measurements again to see how far I've gotten on between the last time I checked the measurements, because I know I'm pretty close to where I need to switch to the other pair of knitting needles and the other pair and the neck. I live in Iowa, so maybe the next thing I knit should be a sweater for my beagle. Alright, here we are. You know what? I'm going to measure it against the bottom of the page of this. Let's see, this page is 8.5 by 11. So, I'm really close. It's really close. And it's exciting to know that I'm getting close to, transitioning to another part of the sweater. Because, do you ever notice that it can be a little tedious working on the same section over and over again? Hello. Leia? Is Leia in here? I have 2 dogs. And I'm wondering where... I feel like there's something... I'm hearing sounds under the bed. Yes, I'm... Hello. Yes, Leia is definitely under the bed. Other there... Or else there's a human or other animal hanging out underneath the bed. But I'm guessing it's my beagle. Because that would make the most sense. And it is her. Alright, we're getting... I've said this like 10 times today, but we're getting really close. To these switching points. And it's exciting. It's exciting. And it's exciting to know that I'm so close to switching to the next section. If I haven't shown you, this is the pattern I'm using for this sweater. So, what I'm knitting right now is this section right here. So this is going to be the neck of the sweater. It's going to be folded over. Yes, it will be folded over. See me also, I have a Maltese Ace and a Chiweenie. Oh, thank you. Hi, Linda. Thank you. Oh, I'm really enjoying knitting with this. As it's Hi, Linda. How are you? This is going really well, I think. I'm starting to look around and wonder where my knitting needles are, because I know I brought them down here. I have a sneaking suspicion they might be under Zoe. Zoe, are you sleeping on my knitting needles? This is the magic loop I'm doing. I was doing them on double pointed needles, but it wasn't working out, wasn't looking the way I wanted it to. So using magic loop using the magic loop on circular needles, and that's working pretty well. Yeah. Linda, if you're still on, I remember seeing you in a previous chat at either one of my live streams or someone else's live stream. I am working on, well, yes, working the ribbing. I am working on the ribbing of the neck here. Hey there, Zoe. Hey, my beagle joined us. Zoe, don't be grumpy. You can... Hey, Zoe. I've got both my dogs here. Zoe, if you're going to be grumpy, you can leave. I feel like I'm talking to children sometimes. Zoe's a tripod, and she's very protective of her leg, or that is to say, she's very protective of what used to be her leg. This is so close. And I can't wait to switch and see how it turns out as I move into the next phase of it. And this is really... I'm really excited about how the colors are lining up. And it's giving me a good idea of how much the rest of it is going to look. Feel free to talk in the chat. So it's not just me talking to myself or talking to a camera. Talk to myself enough in real life. Alright. I think at the end of this row, it will be it will be good enough to or long enough to switch over to the next needles and the next section. Might need another row or two, but because it always takes more rows than I think it will. To increase the length. And there are 80 stitches. It's 80 stitches per row, so that's a lot of stitches. That is when you multiply them. So I'm well over 1,000 stitches into this project. Because I've got more than 12 rows into this project. I put my knitting up for the night, but I'm going to take it out for a few, I think. Good for you. What are you making? Oh, you're knitting a shawl. I love knitting shawls. I like using them as an accent for my whatever outfit I'm wearing. Let's see. This is a regular 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So I'm going to line this up next to 8.5 by 11. It looks like I need about one or two more rows. Sorry, Zoe. I keep thinking it's only gonna be a one or two more rows, and then it still needs to be at least one or two more rows. And it's because I'm knitting for length, not Wait, hang on. By 11. Let's see, there are 10 rows, about 10 rows for every inch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I really should just get a measuring tape. Or actually, I measured it and with this ruler, and I've got about 3/4 of an inch left to go. So we're getting down to the wire. Getting down to the wire. And I thought I'd be able to switch over during this live, but I don't know if I will, but we will see if I get there. Or before the end of the live. Because one of the challenges is that my battery is going down. Look at those colors. I love those colors. And the yarn is ridiculously soft. I'm sure it's going to be very soft to wear. It's ridiculously soft. I don't know if it's obvious and it's in here, but it is ridiculously soft. This would be a great scarf too. Just with how soft it is. And keep someone warm. Okay, you know what? I'm going to recharge my phone and then come back on a little later, hopefully. But I've really enjoyed being on here with you guys, and if you enjoyed it too, if you want to like and leave a comment and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. So, ta-ta for now.